Alright, so we definitely found the KC Creatives, and it is absolutely crazy in here. I'm just going to try and shoot a whole bunch of B-roll and see what we can throw together and see all the action that's going on. I just got back from the KC Creatives meetup, and I really went into that whole event with the expectations of creating this vlog today, and those expectations were really high. Now, it's not bad to set high expectations that you don't meet, or you're not going to meet. You know, you should definitely shoot for the moon, but I didn't come anywhere near what I thought I was going to do with creating this content, and I figured out why. By the time I left, I ran into a really good buddy of mine, Travis. It's actually the first person I was introduced to when I moved to Kansas City, and he, Christina, and I had a great conversation that brought a lot of realizations to mind for me personally as a content creator. So I want to make a note of that right now before I have to go to work in negative 15 minutes or something like that. So I'm trying to make this real quick, but let's get into it. I want to talk about this whole process, and I think it'll help, hopefully help a lot of you all as well, especially a lot of you who are starting with content creation. So I'm gonna go to work and cook some food and be back later. So what I was touching on before was expectations, and when I left the KC Creatives meetup, I was really feeling down on myself about not having met my expectations for this project, or the project I had in mind while I was there shooting. Ultimately, I had this idea in my head that I'd be going around meeting everybody, getting a lot of new names, and being able to feature them in the vlog, you know, getting footage of them and them introducing themselves to you guys, so I could help boost the whole community aspect of the event, which is kind of the whole purpose in the first place. Now, the conversation that I had before I left with my buddy Travis and my friend Christina, who came along, was enlightening to the regard that I wasn't thinking from the perspective of who I am and who I guess I'm trying to be as a content creator. This individual that, you know, goes out and talks to every stranger they see and instigates conversation. I'm just not that kind of person. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not going to be, or that I shouldn't try to be, but I think it falls in lines with better setting your expectations, knowing who you are. So anyway, here are a few things that came to mind to me about expectations and what it means to set proper expectations for yourself, or ways of thinking of expectations. One of which is knowing yourself. Getting to know yourself and the way you work best as a content creator will help you set better expectations for the type of content that you're going to be putting out or editing together. Secondly, having expectations of your expectations. So I think it is important to know that setting your expectations high is totally good. It's totally okay. It will help you to push yourself as a creator. But the downside to setting your expectations kind of high is that when you don't meet those expectations, it's really easy, like I kind of was before I started editing, to feel super down on yourself and feel like you're not doing what you're meant to do or what you thought you were doing all along with your whole journey of learning how to create content. And the third thing is knowing how to respond and adjust to your expectations.